The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Tuesday, July 11th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the sun, Cancer. Today's stellar influences are very good for career matters for your sign, and sales, public relations, litigation, and all forms of negotiations are especially favored. Moreover, you will likely possess the drive and determination to get the job done, as well as receive the support you need from coworkers and management. International trade can be considered fortunate. Personal finances are somewhat restrictive today, but with this in mind, the afternoon and early evening are the more fortunate parts of the day. The early part of the day is best for romance, and for single Cancerians, an early morning stop at a cafe could put you in the path of some fated meeting. If involved in competitive sports or any other sort of athletic pursuit, today's stellar influences promise the strength, speed, agility, and endurance to leave the other player or team in tears. Leo. At work or in the practice of your profession, those in positions of authority will likely be watching you. So give those nasty peepers a good show, right? Ha! Stay on point, and by later in the day, you'll have increased your credibility and your reputation. Creative work should go especially well today. Your luckiest hours in career matters are from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. The stars say you need to be careful in all financial matters today, but a potential opportunity, either to increase your income or to find an amazing bargain, comes in the late afternoon and lasts throughout early evening. According to the stars, and for both the single and attached, the key to successful romance is in finding something fun to do today. Lastly, this might not be your day when it comes to sports, Leo. Virgo. Whether employed or self-employed, the stars are creating a sort of cosmic resistance that you'll have to fight your way through all day. Help comes from coworkers or employees. Today's stellar influences suggest that today would be a bad day to take on any new debt. Fortunately, romantic matters for your sign have not gotten the stink eye from the stars, and it looks like you can have some fun this morning and a really passionate encounter this evening. Equally, and if involved in athletic pursuits, it looks like the stars are giving you the opportunity today to break out of that down cycle. Libra. At work or in the practice of your profession, your best strategy for today might include rallying a group effort to get the job done. If you work creatively, or perhaps are a musician, then the early part of the day is the best part of your day. Personal money matters are not looking strong today, but with one exception, and that is in securing a loan. Who was it that said, "Shut up and kiss me"? Yeah, that's the kind of reckless and wild times potentially laying in your path tonight. Lastly, and in regards to competitive sports and physical pursuits, you've got what it takes, but once again, you're going to have to really push yourself hard today to get there. Scorpio. If you're in a business partnership, then things should go exceedingly well for you today. Other favorable endeavors include litigation, sales, and public relations, as well as appearances before the media. Not to worry if none of those apply, as career matters should go well for your sign overall. Overall, money matters are favorable for your sign today too, and that is especially true in the case of litigation. Okay, Scorpio, romance. Wow, we hope you're ready for it, because it's likely to be a legendary day and night of interpersonal intensity. Single Scorpions on the hunt should take in some sort of cultural activity, music venue, or waterfront event. Now, can you guess what else is as off-the-chart hot as your romantic potentials? Your athletic potential. On the field, court, track, or in the ring, you're going to be spanking the competition. Sagittarius. Today is the day to take the initiative to not only get the job done, but to get it done your way. Those jobs that require group efforts can be considered fortunate under these stellar influences. While generally speaking, you archers should continue to count your pennies until further notice, the early afternoon and early evening could prove to be the luckiest part of the day for you. That luck extends itself to cover your romantic pursuits throughout the day as well, and single Sagittarians could make a connection with someone in the workplace. Though better in the evening, competitive sports are looking favorable, and you could prove to be a valuable part of a team effort. Capricorn. If you rely upon your creativity, artistry, or ingenuity in the course of your work or in the practice of your profession, then you can expect to put in a star performance today. In money matters, early morning and from about 2 to 4 o'clock p.m. are your luckiest times. So as far as romance is concerned, this is one of those days when all the other signs might wish they were a Capricorn or wish they were spending time with a Capricorn. Tonight, we see in your future the enjoyment of life's greatest sensual pleasures and the fulfillment of all reasonable desires. Lucky you. Wrapping up, while your athletic pursuits might not result in setting any new records or taking home a trophy, you should be able to make a good show of yourself and have some fun. Aquarius. According to the stars, whether employed or self-employed, career matters are to be considered fortunate today, with the early part of the day being your power time. Later today, co-workers or employees can be counted on. Money spent on home or family is money well spent today. Okay, let's talk about romance. The key word for tonight is awkward. So how do you feel about a quiet night at home, or perhaps hanging out with friends? Lastly, if involved in sports or physical pursuits, we see the potential for a solid performance, but nothing record-breaking. Pisces. A colleague can be a valuable ally today. Communications and the use of technology are highlighted and can be considered favorable. Money spent on technology upgrades and for your jobs, such as tools, uniforms, etc., or for your profession is favored. In romantic matters, there is a clear warning that success depends on the ability to avoid arguments and bickering, but also that the single have the potential for making a serious romantic connection in the workplace. In athletics, we're seeing good dexterity, but lowered speed and endurance. Aries. At work or in the practice of your profession, throughout the day you should be able to overcome most any undermining influence they throw at you. The key for today is to maintain your integrity and be careful of what you reveal to coworkers. Your business sense should be sharp as a tack today. Matters involving real estate and property rentals should prove to be very fortunate today, especially beginning in the afternoon and through the early part of the evening. Romance is looking pretty crappy for you Rams today, and it could be due to your being uncharacteristically grumpy and even pissed off at the world. You know you're better off alone on a day like this, Aries. If involved in sports, despite lowered energy, you should have the skill to score. Taurus. In all career-related matters, you will have two opportunities to make a power move. The first is between the hours of 6 and 8:30 a.m., and the second from 2 to 4 o'clock p.m. You should have a good mind for all financial matters today, and a well-considered investment can be considered favorable under these stellar influences. You can also consider the purchase of something that you've been wanting favorable as well. In matters of romance, a strong temptation may come in the form of someone from your past. Single Taurians may also find a friendship becoming something way more than just a friendship. Athletically, you should be strong and fast and capable of an outstanding performance. Gemini. If involved in a business partnership, this is the day to resolve unstated grievances. In all other career matters, and whether employed or self-employed, you should be capable of making very wise business decisions. Personal finances fall under the same favorable stellar influence, and your luckiest hours are from 2 to 4 o'clock p.m. In personal money matters, if you've been thinking about any sort of charitable donation, then today is ideal for action. If your significant other is in need of some financial help or a loan, today's stellar influences are ideal for your lending a hand. Hey, finally a day when the passion is back in romantic matters for your sign. The stars say that this is the day for you and your significant other to share some secrets, especially the naughty ones. In sports, we're going to predict fast hands and fast feet for Gemini today. If you have enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.